and a very good evening. Welcome to Sports City, your home of sports analysis. You are with me, Bill Clinton Odhiambo, and joining me on Punditry, kama kawaida, my good friend Elvis Odhiambo. Karibu sana ndugu, uko salama?
Yeah, niko salama kabisa. Asante sana kwa kunikaribisha. Today is a very chill day, but we thank God.
Right.
And also, it's a very boring week because you know this football has been on break. We wanted to continue, you know, with the abuse, the laugh, and the back and forth between different teams in Tobias. Thank you. We are waiting now for the AFCON coming up, and that is what we are going. It's going to be the focus of our discussion. You all know we have been here from before. I'm Elvis Odhiambo. Please, viewers, don't forget to follow us and share with us your feedback and your comments. Who you are supporting next year, who is going to, you know, win, whether be it Senegal or Egypt. Feel free to tell us, because right now Burkina Faso is also in play. Don't forget about that. And please share with us, communicate with us through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, and more. Please also don't forget to tell us your favorite local team that you support. And we're also going to be here discussing with Bill on our opinions and our views as well. Also, what's important is to keep the opinions coming in. Thank you so much, and now back to you, Bill.
All right, thank you so much, Elvis, for that. My sign language interpreters this evening are Tobias Omondi and Gideon Maina. Just like Elvis has mentioned, be sure to send in your thoughts and opinions. WhatsApp 011-980-384 is our SMS and our WhatsApp number. Now, just like Elvis has mentioned, it was quite a relatively boring weekend. Not much action like anticipated, kama kawaida. And some international friendlies hapa na pale, but then again, you know, we are here to talk about how the KPL standings are looking like. Remember, the Posta Rangers are causing quite you know, a massive disappointment for most of the teams. But also, remember the African Cup of Nations draw came out last week on Thursday in Abidjan, that is in Ivory Coast. And quite interesting groups, looking the likes of Senegal being paired up like alongside the Cameroon, that is in Group C. You're going to talk about that later on. Send in your thoughts and opinions, whom you're going to see, who you would like to win this time round. Remember, Kenya is not part of the fray, but then again, we have top supporters like you know, Senegal, Egypt, Mohamed Salah being in action, Cameroon. We had to see whether Manchester United's goalkeeper Andre Onana will be looking to disappoint his Cameroonian teammates again also. But then again, let's just begin with the KPL, Elvis. Number one, top four. Not many had foreseen this happening, but Posta Rangers, after 6 games, 16 points, ruling top four of the KPL. Number two, Gor Mahia following closely with 12 points, 4 points difference between the two sides. Then we have Muranga still at third place. Also, surprisingly, not many are anticipated for Muranga still to be where they are right about now. KCB are at fourth with 11 points. And after 6 games, they have had 3 wins and 2 draws. First of all, let us just begin with the fact that Posta Rangers are ruling right about now. Are they the favorites of the season so far? Ama, it's too early to call it. What do you think?
Thank you so much, Bill. I believe recently, when we started the league, Posta Rangers, you know, started with confidence and they kicked off early. And this, I believe, has given them, you know, the advantage to stay at the top. I don't believe that they are going to, you know, they are going to stay at the top. Maybe in the round 14, I think Gor Mahia is going to, you know, swap back and take back its position. But Posta Rangers have had the luck from the time we started the Premier League. Because they have met relatively smaller teams, and they've been able to maneuver through them and get the wins. And that's why they've always been getting the points, the 3 points in the first game, the other 3 points, and now they have the total of 16 points. Tusker FC is also there. Remember, Gor Mahia is there, KCB is there, we have Police. All those teams are strong. And when they meet Posta, then Posta, I think, is going to have a problem there. Because they haven't right now met, and that's why they're still dominating. And also, Sofapaka as well is also in play. Yes, it's a good team, and I believe it's even better than, but Posta Rangers, but I wonder what has happened to them this season, because their defense right now is very poor, and maybe their structure and discipline has gone down right now. I believe with confidence and with faith, maybe they're expecting number 2, number 3, but I believe that they might end up in number 3. End up falling in number 3.
Right.
Because if Gor Mahia manages to beat other teams, then it's obviously going to take its position to number 1. Right now, they are in 16 points, Gor Mahia 12 points, meaning that Gor Mahia is not so far from them.
Right.
But Posta Rangers, I'm sure their dream is to become number 1. But for me, I suspect that right now, with the games they've only played, 8 games, I believe things will change. But for now, it's still early to give them the lead. Let's wait and see what will happen. Also, remember people also saying, there's gossip going around, people saying that we give them time. Just like Arsenal, starting the league on fire, but then later on you always know how they farm.
Right.
So other teams right now are currently following them. Posta is on top, we know, and I'm sure they are going to, switch and get back to below the table.
Okay.
But right now, it's still too early to, predict that they are going to win. But I also agree with my other friend. This is not, an abuse or anything of the sort, but this is just my opinion and the truth.
All right. So just from your own opinion, just like Arsenal, they are also unbeaten this season. What seems to be working for them, tactic-wise? Is it the way they are playing from the back? Because Coach John Kamau was very vocal about how their way of football has changed everything. They are playing more from the back, taking one game at a time, no pressure while attacking. But then again, they're getting the results that they need. What is really working for them as far as getting everything right?
Now, for me, I know that if their coach right now has changed the defense lineup, because you see other teams right now, they are trying to focus and see the defense. They are not getting offsides. And Posta right now understands the defense and the structure of it. Right now they know that they have to also push. And right now, Posta, I can say they're lucky because they have a very good center, they have a very good defensive lineup, and you see even the goalkeeper doesn't have too much work because there's always the defense right there doing the most of the work. Also on the wings, both on the left side and the right side, they are making the goalkeepers work very easy because if with the defense is very poor, then the goalkeeper suffers more a lot, and that's why they concede many goals. But with the center being as good as it is and the defense being as good as it is, right now I think they are very good. And I'm meaning right now that Posta's defense is very good. I believe that's why they're still going to stay at the top. And if they're serious and continue managing the defense lineup very well, they're going to continue, beating other teams. So the confidence that they have and the respect and the coordination that they have is all key in ensuring that they play very well. And discipline is key. For without that, then there's going to be a lot of low morale and self-esteem. And that's why it is important for them to be united and be patient so that they can be easy coordination of the team so that they can remain at the top, and that's what has helped them. I believe that right now they're feeling relaxed, that they're on the top, but there's also that stress of Gor Mahia being second to them, which they know if they fumble, Gor Mahia is going to be able to take the position. But I believe they can, this time they can be at a better position, number 1 or number 2.
Definitely.
Also, just the coach has also the coach right now is also focusing on the time that they training, rather than training them the entire day. They take the specific time, focus on the specific issue, and maybe if it is the defense, they have their own training, the center have their own training, not because right now, Posta, because you can see right now they don't have the injuries. Because right now the coach has taken upon himself the responsibility to make sure that the training goes on well, because without the defense, then there's going to be a lot of stress in that team. Because very many people are saying right now Posta is improving, and you see with the experience that they've had the past 4 years, right now they've regained their confidence, and right now they're going on with their new coach who is integral to them right now to being at the top.
All right. Of course, their coach, that is Mr. John Kamau, attributed the club's success so far to patience, the fact that the Rangers administration has had a lot of patience with him, from last season, allowing him to work well with the players. And this was in due, he was responding to FC Leopards' change of guard, where they have now a new coach, Mr. Thomas Trocha, who was previously at the helm back in December 2020, was coach for quite some time before he left, and he has been brought again this time down to replace Tom Juma. And John Kamau was very vocal about that, saying that clubs, administrations should allow coaches, give them time, be patient with them, and that is why his team is doing really well. Maybe just to add on the fact that AFC Leopards have a new coach, Mr. Thomas Trocha. And Tom Juma is now out of the picture. Do you believe the new coach will come in and give Leopards a change of performance? Because after having a lot of players coming in to FC Leopards, Tom Juma said he was not given time to allow the players to gel together and get positive results out of them, get good results out of that particular squad. Do you believe the new coach for FC Leopards has something new coming up? It will be the same story.
Now, I'm speaking my truth right now. Very many coaches, have been sacked. They're always bringing the international coaches, the European coaches. I believe that. I believe AFC is always losing their coaches, always sacking coaches in a very short span. They're always bringing, European coaches who they believe are experts. But the problem, I feel, and the biggest concern is, one is favoritism.
Right.
Number two is also, corruption maybe. And corruption, this affects the coach and also lowers the morale of the coach and the players themselves. Because normally when this happens, the coach normally leans back and lets the players do whatever they want during that time.
Right.
So I believe that the previous coach, Tom,
yes,
he tried with the players, and now they've lost him and they've appointed a new one. I believe it's going to be the same course, the same issue as before, same story. I believe the priority needs to be the boss and the board and the chairman. They have to sit together, have the meeting, to talk about the issues that have been facing AFC from the past, because there are different concerns. The players have concerns. The board themselves should note down their concerns. The players should also, share their concerns, because themselves, they understand more of the problems of the team than even the board. Because if the players are open, they list out where the issues they feel are, then it will become easy, and it will become easy to solve the issue. For example, maybe players having issues, personal issues, things like rent, family issues,
right,
that they are holding in. And maybe they need to travel, go different training. Maybe these meetings need to happen in a different place,
right,
a place where a safe environment where they feel relaxed, where they can each share without feeling forced, and then maybe have a training for 3 days, focus on care than on the bosses themselves. Because I believe the bosses themselves pose a lot of stress to the players. And if the players go back to their training with the new coach, train better, have the patience that they need. The team members love each other, there's equality among them, and then I believe this will be enough motivation for them to be able to improve than right now they were before. Because the favoritism that has been in AFC is always affecting the players. Because there's always been negative attitude, a player feeling that they're better than the others, or a coach putting a player better than the others. This derails the morale of the others. So the top management first must solve their issues first before coming down to the players and then solving all the issues. I don't know how they can start that, but I believe that the problem starts from the management and the players themselves. If maybe a player has an issue, wants to voice it out, but now they are being sidelined. And this, affects the psychology of the players and the mentality of the players as well. So they need to care. They need to be more care for the players so that they can be able to, enjoy football and play it as the best of their ability.
Right.
And that, I think, affects the players as well.
If the allegations that Tom Juma is saying are anything to go by, the fact that he's blaming certain cartels within the club that are manipulating the bringing in of new players and also new coaches to the club is to go by, then we will be very worried for the future of FC Leopards, because they will. They should avoid the sanctions for any other matter, such as the ones Gor Mahia are currently going through, where they'll be unable to pay for some of these players, pay for some of these coaches due to the massive wages that they're coming with to the clubs. But then again, we need to see how this will pan out. Tom Juma becomes the third coach to be sent off this season by the KPL clubs. That is after Christian Harigingo from Sofapaka being shown the door, as well as Francis Baraza, who was at the helm of Kenya Police. What is at Bandari FC camp? Tahir Mudin, the legendary, is also maybe out of maybe making his way out of the club. But then again, we're going to wait to see, because also Tusker FC are in limbo with the likes of Robert Matano. Haven't been there for quite some time, but since the season started, this time round, he's facing struggles. Some of what we saw also a glimpse of last season, but he managed to come back to try and fight for the season title, but alishindwa na Gor Mahia. It's okay, it's fine. But anyway, that is the one. FC Leopards have also a new manager, that, just like I said earlier, that is Thomas Trucha, who has replaced Tom Juma. He'll be taking place from the 23-24 season up to the 24-25 season, also subject to renewal of the contract. Do you believe he's going to get results? Do you think he'll get results at the club?
Yes. I believe that, because Thomas, he has the experience, and he is also has the skill. So if he knows the history right now of AFC, so right now he has to be careful, because he's seen the other coach has been kicked out. So I believe he's starting the team where the problem is, the training, and I believe he's going to put all that into practice from now, 2023 to 2024. I believe that he's going to be able to improve the the club.
Right.
I believe AFC is going to continue, going back to their winning ways and not conceding goals as they have been in the past. But I believe that from now, moving forward, maybe we give him more time, maybe a month or so, for him to be able to gel the players, to understand the players, to have a discussion with the players, so that he can know where each person's strength is. And then after that, I believe the management at the top will be able to see the improvement and the positive results that they will have gotten after gelling in together. Right. I believe next time, after their first game together, then you'll be able to know the value of each player and where to position each player as they move forward.
All right.
Also, Gor Mahia, AFC, they've had both Gor Mahia and FC, they're all from the same region. I wasn't born when they were there. Gor Mahia had already started football. From the 80s, where were you? So meaning these two teams have been very strong team.
Right.
AFC, right now, I'm wondering why they have dropped right now, and it's a very big concern, because lawyers and lawyers and Luos normally intermarry, and right now maybe there are issues. Wondering where your teams are right now and where have you dropped, because Gor Mahia is on the top, but AFC is still down. So they have to get back and wake up.
Well, we are hoping that because Thomas Trocha will be having that particular gift that he has. He came from Kelantan United in Malaysia, and he's coming out to lead FC Leopards, try to restore them back to winning ways. We'll be looking to see how he'll perform. He'll be deputized by former Kenya international Mr. Fred Ambani, and also they brought in also a new goalkeeper trainer, that is Mr. Hagai Azad. Now let's get back to the top four. Gor Mahia are playing Tusker FC next weekend. After getting past FC Leopards 2-0 win in the Ingwe against Ingwe in the Mashimeji Derby, they are now playing Tusker, a side that has had a lot of criticism so far since the season started, because Tusker is not where we expect it to be. It is now a mid-table team. Do you believe Gor Mahia playing away against Tusker, they're going to get an easy win, or this is a chance for Tusker to also test themselves and get back to winning ways?
Once. Gor Mahia must beat them one time. Because Tusker right now, I believe that they've seen, because you remember before, there was Kamau, there was a... Julius,
Right.
Yes, there was Julius, there was Kamau, Mwangazi, all those were in Tusker, but right now they're not there. I think most of them have moved. They've moved to play football in other areas. Because right now, Tusker has a defensive problem. They have a central problem.
Right.
The goalkeeper's confidence is still lacking. But as for Gor Mahia on the other side, they have the confidence and believe this is going to make them get an easy win. Gor Mahia is a strong team. You remember Gor Mahia beat FC Leopards 2-0.
Right.
I believe this time they're going to get 3-1 or 2-0. Because Tusker FC, there's a lot of negative, attitude playing around. They are not worried right now. They believe they are going to still get to the top, but the defense and tactical issues, many of their fans right now are complaining.
Right.
I believe even their coach soon we might see him get kicked out, because if people continue with the criticism, with the complaints, then I believe they might sack their coach, and I believe this will be their wake-up call to get back. Because you remember Manchester United, what used to happen? They used to accept their losses as well, until when they got a new coach. When a new coach came in, then that's when now people started waking up. So Tusker right now, being that has lost very many teams, I believe they're going to be beaten by Gor.
Moranga Seal, who are third surprisingly since the season started, they will also be playing away against Bidco United, and after 6 games they have won 4 and got 2 losses, no draws so far for them, having 12 points on the table. Did you expect Moranga Seal to be where they are right now, and how do you believe they're going to perform against Bidco United?
Now, Bidco Oil are going to be at home, right?
Right.
Moranga Seals are coming to them. Bidco has some bit of confidence, because this is the first time Moranga is joining the Kpl for the first time. Bidco has been there. Moranga, maybe they might be able to look for next season. But for this season, maybe they can vie for number 2 or number 3.
Right.
The first leg is always, a game of luck, we can say. But for the second leg, there's always, when the team starts being kicked out
right.
and reducing the numbers, then that's when the real fear starts coming in. 3 teams right now are in the bottom. 3 teams from the bottom are going to be relegated. And I believe when this time comes, that's when now the real fear will start to trickle in. For example, maybe in the first leg, right now they're playing very well. They have been winning. In the second leg, with the 35 points, I believe if they have 35 points, then I believe they'll be able to have a little bit of confidence. Right now, they've had a lot of luck from the time they've joined the KPL. Shabana FC right now, you can see they are not nowhere to be seen. They are number 8. Muranga right now are feeling better and more confident that they are on the top. And Shabana FC needs to borrow a leaf from them so that they too can be able to do as well as they're doing. So it means right now as well, Tusker.
They beat Tusker 1-0. Yes.
They beat Tusker 1-0 with a head goal.
Right.
And that showed the defensive problem. And that I believe gave them the confidence that they have in order to face Bidco United. But Bidco is a very strong team. I have supported it. They are very good players. And Bidco United has very many players,
right.
Very many fans have been supporting them. And now that they're going to their home, the fan base, I believe, is going to be a motivation for them. If Tusker, right now, if Gor Mahia manages to beat Tusker,
right.
Gor Mahia is going to be number 2.
Right.
Muranga follows them number 3. Now, what if Tusker beats Gor Mahia? I believe Muranga now will become number 2.
All right, without a doubt. Of course, they are proven to be tough team to come up against already in the KPL. But then again, KCB, KCB are 4th on the table. 6 games, 3 wins, 2 draws, and a single loss so far. They were awarded after their previous game against Moroni Youth that was cancelled, but they were awarded automatically the 3 points that pushed them to the 4th place. They are up against Ulinzi at home. How do you see this coming out for KCB?
I believe right now KCB right now is really improving. Because remember before, in the first game, I think in the second or third round they were on the bottom, but right now they're in number 4. Meaning that Ulinzi right now in the bottom, I believe KCB is going to have an opportunity to beat them. Because KCB's confidence,
right.
They have that right now. The captain has emphasized on their need to be at the top position and not on the bottom.
Right.
The coach has also spoken with each of their players, instilled with them the confidence and the cooperation that they need, the unity that they need. And I believe this is going to continue helping them improve. And this is what is going to give them an upper hand against Ulinzi. I think right now Ulinzi are number 14, I'm not sure, but I think they're still going to stay at the bottom and KCB is going to have to beat them.
Right.
Because right now, KCB has already discussed their issues with the fans, and before they had the issue of the fans and the problems with the federation, like what Gor Mahia and AFC has,
right.
But KCB right now don't have that, and right now they have the federation. Yes, the federation is responsible for solving those like AFCON and the betting teams as well. They are the ones, they have partnered together already, and this now the clubs are not responsible for solving those issues,
right.
On the top there. So KCB I believe they're going to continue improving and they're going to beat Ulinzi.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is just a glimpse of how the top 4 is looking like. Just like we said, KCB are playing against Ulinzi at home, and also we have Muranga Seal away against Bidco United. Gor Mahia, who are second place, will be looking to get past Tusker FC when they play away. Then also top leaders, Posta Rangers, who are also traveling to face Talanta FC. We are asking you, do you believe Posta Rangers are title favorites this season, or this is just a fluke? Hii ni ya kuanza tu, lakini they will not end up anywhere. Send us your comments and opinions through our socials. 021 980384 is our SMS and WhatsApp line. We are taking a quick breather, but when we get back, we are focusing on the African Cup of Nations draws that came out last week. And Senegal already title contenders, or are you looking to see another country come in and lift the title? Don't go anywhere. Keep it Science TV.